Lost Ark has a crafting system and a market system that are simple but elegantly designed. With a tiny bit of planning and knowledge, anyone can spend around 10 minutes per day setting up crafting orders and trade offers and make huge amounts of gold. And if you're not aware, gold can be traded for crystals with other players, so earning enough gold will let you obtain the mounts, pets, buffs, and other perks that other players had to pay real-life money for. Here are the strategies I used on my first day of trading that earned me around 1,000 gold in a 24-hour period. As soon as I unlocked the player market at level 30, I went to my stronghold and took a look at the crafting recipes I had available. I skimmed all the descriptions of the items I could produce, and I tried to make some educated guesses about what items the other players might be willing to buy. There were a few items that stood out as potentially useful that I ended up trading in and profiting from, but to keep it brief, I'll just show you one example, the Panacea. Consuming a Panacea removes your debuffs, so even though I hadn't personally used it, I figured it might be useful for tougher fights later in the game. The cheapest Panaceas on the market were selling for 20 gold. All I did was compute what it would cost me to produce a single Panacea after purchasing all of the needed crafting ingredients on the market. I would recommend using a spreadsheet for this, like Excel or Google Sheets, but if you're not comfortable with those programs, the math is simple enough that you can do it with a sheet of paper. To keep it simple, I'll show you the math on paper in this video, and I'll follow up with another showing you how to do the same math using Excel or Google Sheets. Producing a batch of 3 Panaceas requires 4 exquisite mushrooms, 16 fresh mushrooms, 5 rare relics, and 32 crude mushrooms. There is also a 15 gold crafting fee per batch. Our first step is to look on the market and see what these individual crafting inputs cost us. I personally keep all of these crafting inputs, plus some other crafting inputs, pinned in my interest list to make this step a little quicker. To make the math simple, you should compute what these single items cost, even though all of these are sold in batches of 10 or 100. By dividing by the associated batch size, we can see here that a single exquisite mushroom costs 1.7, a single fresh mushroom costs 0.4, a single rare relic costs 0.7, and a single crude mushroom costs 0.22. Our second step is to take the prices of the inputs and multiply them by the number of each item we need. Exquisite mushrooms cost 1.7 and we need 4 of them, so we'll multiply 1.7 by 4. Following the same logic, we'll multiply the fresh mushroom price by 16, the rare relic price by 5, and the crude mushroom price by 32. Finally, we'll add in our 15 gold crafting fee, then sum up all of these terms. This gives us the price it would cost us to produce a batch of 3 Panaceas. This is a useful number to know because this is roughly the minimum amount of gold you need to start the crafting process. Our third and final step is to divide the cost per batch by the number of Panaceas the batch gives us to determine what it costs to produce a single Panacea. We take the batch price of 38.74 and divide it by 3, giving us 12.913. We can see now that it costs 12.913 gold to produce a single Panacea, but the cheapest Panaceas on the market currently cost 20 gold. In this case, it will cost us 1 gold in market fees for each Panacea that we sell. So after that 1 gold fee, we will make a profit of around 6 gold for each Panacea we sell. In other words, putting all these numbers together, our computations show us that for every 42 gold you invest, you should be able to see a profit of around 18 gold, which I think is really solid for the minimal amount of work you need to do. I should also note that on the day I'm recording this video, the Panacea prices are the lowest I've ever seen. So if you try this on your own server, you might see much bigger profits than the ones we've computed today. There is more to the trading process than this, but these are the very basic computations you need to do to decide what you should be crafting at your stronghold on any given day to start making some easy gold. Let me finish now with a few parting tips. Number 1, if you don't have a lot of gold because you're just starting out, price your items aggressively, either undercutting the cheapest listing by 1 gold or at the very least matching the cheapest listing. This is because the sooner you get your gold back in your pocket, the sooner you can reinvest your gold and continue to grow it by crafting more items. Number 2, an obstacle early on will be that you don't have enough starting gold to invest in your crafting inputs and listing deposits. To raise some early starting gold, you can gather materials through the life skills and sell them on the market. You can also sell a lot of the collectible items like eagle rings or the Legend of King Lutera for a little bit more starting gold. Number 3, don't blindly trust the prices you see on the market. To give an example, I thought the protective potion might be a good investment because I saw them priced very high at upwards of 30 gold. So I made a few of these, but nobody actually bought them. Just because an item is priced high on the market doesn't mean it's a good investment. You need to be confident that people will actually buy that item. Number 4, Related to this, as soon as you can afford to, diversify the items you're trading in. This will keep your profits coming in more regularly and steadily, but more importantly, crafting a diverse set of items gives you an opportunity to see which items will actually sell. Before I tried selling any grenades, I was not certain which grenades would be the most popular, so I read the descriptions and made a couple batches of the 3 grenade types that seemed most useful to me personally. After putting these on the market, I saw that the whirlwind grenades were selling the fastest, so I made even more of those. Really quick before you go, I want to invite you to join our Discord if you want to pop in and discuss trading strategies. Also, if you're playing on North America East, me and my guildmates play in the Zosma server, so if you have a character there, you can join the Discord and come play with us sometime, or even join our guild. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and if you have any questions or ideas about trading strategies, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching and have a great day.